are casting our first GNL match this season. Power overwhelming. In the top right, we have the blue human, Mr. Kageman, being trained by Todd himself. And in the bottom left, we have none other than the yellow human, Mr. Sick, Mr. Soft Ice Cream, grinding his way to, I think he's way over 1,500 now. And you guys have Guinness and stuff, and you didn't send me any. So if anybody knows Kage, Kage has experimented in a lot of different races and naturally always falls back to his human race because that's his best. And now he really wants to get better at human. And Madoka's practiced a lot with him, and he says, don't lose your mental game. You got this. Stick to the fundamentals. Focus on your training. The training will make you win. When you say Todd, you mean the French Todd? Yeah. I mean the French Todd from France, the human player. He's a captain of our team. And so he was in the voice chat training, going over replays with Todd. Yeah, going over replays with Kage. I happened to sit in on it, and very informative. I have to say, I think he is probably one of the best minds of the game. He's a good teacher. And the fact that he's participating as a coach in GNL is pretty cool. So you need guys like that, really good players like that, to keep the community going, because it really adds an extra dynamic and excitement for people. Yeah, but you know what I'll say about that, and I would agree with you on that, is that he's a character. There's a lot of people who are characters in communities and streams, and sometimes that's your shtick. So Kage here. Kage went for the big lab, which is great to do on this map. You could do the greens while you're with your militia while you're doing something else. And having said that, he's already doing a green, so he's moving relatively quick. Both players are actually creeping fast. Mana pot for Kage is actually huge, really huge. Has extra water elementals. Yeah, we could talk a little bit more about that after, but lumber mill going down for Soft Ice Cream and not for Kage. And looks like he wants to go through. Oh my goodness, he's gonna go do his green camp, and Soft Ice Cream's gonna come over and catch this. Actually, he's gonna lose a couple of militia here, or at least one. No deny. No, okay. He only loses one. It could have been worse. But at the same time, Kage is going down doing Soft Ice Cream's green camp. Bring plus superiority. And he's going to rush in and go after with double water elemental. He's not repairing his tower. Kage. Not repairing his tower at all. He's going to TP in. Right on top. Cost him a TP and a tower and a peasant for slash Melissa. Now he's attacking his own altar. And you can see Kage is making some little mistakes. He's a little bit nervous. It was. It was indeed. He's a coach of GNL this season. And he's going to go after his green camp immediately. Why not? You're here. Don't waste time. Cloak shadows. And behind this, we're getting tech tier 2 is almost done for Soft, and a little bit behind by Kage. You know, I'd get boots, I think. There you go. Boots and staff. Perfect. Who you guys cheering for? Cheering for Kage? Cheering for Soft Ice Cream? Hey, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for the follow. I will. I'll see you in the Discord too. Team Ice Cream. He's a great dessert. Yeah. So Soft went all the way to do a green camp on the far right. Well, I can't judge. He's never done anything to me. So far, what I see so far has been it's pretty cool. MK's out already, so that's huge to get your MK out early. But Kage's MK, he's not that far away. There's a lot of new people in Warcraft that are coming and participating in the game. There's a lot of new viewers. You need to be active in the community to attract people too, right? So both MKs are out, and Sanctum's on one Sanctum. This is a looks like one Sanctum, one Barracks rifle build. For Breeze, I'm allergic to that stuff. I can't touch that. Chemicals. Here comes the MK. Oh, and for his sake, if he doesn't get... Oh, you got a cloak. Remember, you have a cloak. Gets bolted. Oh, no, he's dead. Wow, 6 life. Amazing. Amazing. And he's getting healed. That's a great job by Kage. Soft Ice Cream had to call the boys. Okay, now he's got to move his Archmage. He runs away. He's got boots. He could still stay in the fight, actually. He could cast another Water Elemental. MK is going to run. Does Soft have a bolt? He does. Oh, heal him, heal him, heal him. Wow. He saves the MK. Gets some experience there. Archmage is kind of hanging out. And behind this, we got a double Sanctum. Priest with Adept Training. And we got Castle already. So we're getting Knights. Knights and Priests from Soft Ice Cream. Soft Ice Cream knows if you're going to get... You're going to go Breakers, Knights are the perfect counter. You guys send each other for Breeze. Or you got Athlete's Feet. And not one player going for Expo. No, that's not what, you know. You can ask Kage. He's got some really good advice. I was there. It was really informative. It was a good session. Paladin third. So that's a fast tier 3 from Soft Ice Cream. And we're going to get, looks like an Expo from Kage, who's staying tier 2. And it's going to be Knights versus Breakers. One base. If he can get the second base up with towers, that would be huge. I don't know. I saw Febreze, and I'm just, you know, if you guys have a thing for Febreze, because you like your carpet smelling freshy. What's the item? Item is Medallion of Courage. It's alright. Not the best. Put it on the MK. Well, Invols and Heal Scrolls are going to be your friend. games stopped getting better until now gamers are siphoning through which ones are good. That's why I start watching Warcraft 3 games. You're right. Games peaked decades ago, and now everything's just a rehash with like fancy graphics, and it's all crap. Potion of vulnerability. I don't know if you fight this here, unless you pick off a couple of units. Yeah, picking off the priest is huge here because Softicecream doesn't have many of them. But there are 3 knights. There is MK with full mana. Alden still has. There's a level 3 MK for Kage. He's gonna have to pop the invul. Pop it now. Intense fight, dispels everywhere. He's gonna have to watch out for his MK. MK gets bolted. MK's surrounded. MK's running. Doesn't run for the Zeppelin. He dies. Archmage just running away doing nothing. Too many priests. There are way too many priests. And not enough DPS, but he is mining from a second base. You might have to wall this off and add extra couple of towers here. Meanwhile, behind this, we're getting Sorks. And, I mean, Kage is spending his money. Softicecream's having a little bit of difficulty. His base is way too compact here with the farms.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, and you know, Mr. Williams and I. Oh, here we go. He's attacking the Expo. Level 3 MK. Use that illusion, my friend. Dispel the... He can dispel the water elemental. He's not doing it. Some free experience. Militia are coming in. Here comes the Sorks. Another bolt. Wow, nice. Kills the paladin. Great job. Oh, gets a couple knights. Not looking too shabby. I think Softicecream overcommitted and didn't spend his gold properly. He is expanding in the middle. But as I was saying, his knights were trapped. A little bit too tight of a base build here. So he kind of screwed himself over. He has no more militia. I was going to say he could cut the trees down, but it wouldn't help. They're stuck. Going to need to get a Zeppelin. Yeah, I think that's what Mr. Michael says. Believes me, more people are joining Warcraft 3. Problem I see with games today is that many of them feel more like interactive movies, and people are going and playing vintage games. A lot of successful games are small indie games, the 2D games, the 16-bit games that people are developing now that are like, you know, $5, $10 on Steam, and are having great success. And people just want simple, as long as the story's good and the game's fun. Don't care about the flashy stuff. That generation of kids, they don't even have money, and it's all the old guys who are spending on games now. So that's why old is good, old is new. Prevents the Expo in the middle. Yeah, this not good. I think this really hurts Softicecream. So remember I told you about how base layout is very important no matter your race. You don't do this. Right? Like, even if you have to build your base further out, like, don't do that. Even for human, like, it's not, you need some space. This is better. The Arcane Tower build is not bad. This is a little bit exposed. You kind of wish you had the second one here. Yeah, I think just buying the Zeppelin's a better idea at that point, because you could use it in the fight. Ring +5 put on the MK. He does have a scroll protection. And he does have a TP, and he's going to have to use it. Softicecream does not have a TP on his Archmage, but does have it on the MK. And so the other important thing is when you expand, especially as human, You want to do a little SimCity wall off. I like Williams. Williams puts 2 and 2 towers and walls off. A lot of humans will build their blacksmith towers, maybe a lumber mill or extra barracks here. Like you need to wall this off a bit. Did we get tier 3? He's staying tier 2, and he's just getting upgrades in units, which is fine because he's ahead. And Softicecream's having lumber problems. There we go. Blacksmith, yeah. It depends. Do you need the upgrades? Buy the Zeppelin. Depends what you want to do. You can also set your rally point to here, and the knights should come out this way. So maybe you had them rallying that way. Mortar teams would be fantastic because this will be obliterated if he gets enough of them. So I wouldn't show the hand yet. I would hide them. Does he have one? Where are they? He's only got one. It's not enough. But he does have a lot of knights. Kage has 1/1 upgrades on breakers. Does he have master? He doesn't have master because he doesn't have tier 3, which he's getting now, by the way. He has 2 of them now? Not anymore. Not anymore, son. There's a ward. And giving away some kills. Losing the footies is not the end of the world, but you also don't want to give the experience away. Okay. Here comes a fight. Don't underestimate Wand of Illusion. Should use it. Caster's doing nothing in the back. And he has no DPS, by the way. That's why knights are better against breakers. It's not a lot of them, but still. If he kills the priests, water elementals become your water tauren. And there's no blizzard, yeah. And Archmage is dead for Softicecream. And there's no expo. And this is looking like it's going to slide into the favor of Kage. And he's probably going to go up 1-0, barring no mistakes. And Softicecream's just chasing around casters. Yeah, it's hard to fight slow when you have no priest because you can't dispel it. And he doesn't have breakers of his own. And he didn't expand. So then the wood situation caught up with him. So, I mean, it could have been anybody's game, but Kage walks out with game 1. GG. It was a good game. Good game by both players. Is it worth dispelling the slow on the knights, or is it dispelling off the inner fire not worth it? Well, if he has breakers, he's going to steal your inner fire anyways. So don't cast inner fire. Just, you're going to have priest for heal and dispel. Right? I mean, you could do it, but the breakers are gonna steal the inner fire. What was the game name? I totally forgot. Oh, 2. That was game 1. Now I'm going to game 2. Does dispel not remove inner fire? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it'll dispel anything in that area of effect. Kage is getting some water, walking off his shakes. Kage went either take a quick pee, or walk, or a quick smoke, or he's shaking because he's got to get the excitement off, you know? That was an intense game for him. There you go. See, he was so nervous. Madoka's his coach. Well, Soft Ice Cream's he's a good guy. He's like that. Soft Ice Cream, 1460. There was a point in time where I could not beat these guys at my MMR previously a couple seasons ago, and I think I've overcome that. But I haven't played them in a while, so they've made some improvements. But my undead is back to over 1500 again. There we go, guys. Game 2, GNL matchup. In the top left, we have the blue human, Mr. Kage, on Team Apes and Lawyers and stuff. I don't even know what our team name is. Is that bad? I can't remember it. And in the bottom right, we have the the yellow human, Mr. Soft Ice Cream, playing for the Giggles Goblins, perhaps. You'd think I would have checked that before this, but when it gets late into the night, I can't even formulate sentences. Raging Apes, attorneys at war. See, I didn't even know that. I just called them apes. Thanks for casting, Mr. Mike. I'll check the stream later. Yeah. The VOD will be available immediately on YouTube. So, guys, exclamation YouTube. Also have to release the other one for Twitch, but anyways. Yes, sir. Thank you. What's the MT? Mountain Time. So we're getting more of the same. Is Torch still here? Hyperreal still here? Oh, Manor Time. See, I knew these things, but I don't remember. So this is kind of like your standard base layout.
A player's forces are under attack.
This one too. Tower immediately in the back. And this is good because on this map, with human, you could pull with a footy, go kill the priest. And I think 5 is enough here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you bring 6 because it's a hard cam. Yeah, I remember actually Todd saying that. You bring the extra one for the DPS. And then the footy comes back at some point, or he scouts. I think he scouts. And Soft Ice Cream is doing his natural expo. And I have to say, pretty flawless job. And I think Soft Ice Cream might go for an expo immediately. This doesn't give you level 2, this camp? I guess you could send militia here, but then you won't have, you'll definitely have lumber problems. Wow, I really thought this would have given you level 2. That's so short. You're short 4 points of experience. Well, he gets it now. Sending in the footy to harass Cages, and he's gonna come over and try to oh, there's lag. Ooh, okay. Try to deny this. He's gonna have to call in more militia. He does not have enough. There are bad lag spikes. I don't know if you guys see this. It's horrible. I wonder if they're experiencing it or if it's just me. That's really bad. I don't even know how they're playing like this. Level 3? This looks like lag. How is he playing like this? Yeah, today it's been a little bit weird. It's settling down, but it looks a little jumpy. It could be the server. So behind this, we are getting tech from Softicecream. And this is huge. He gets level 3. I mean, he has no mana at the moment, but he is level 3. Got some good items. He's delaying the expo. He's going to get a couple more peasant kills here. And I think you have to keep pressuring. Like, he should be sending footies while he's teching. Because if this goes up, it's going to be in Cage's favor, regardless of the tech. I don't know. It's usually pretty good on my end, but noticing lately it's been a little bit. Yes. No towers. Send footies to the enemy's main. Keep up the pressure.
A player's forces are under attack.
There we go. He's going to get his level 3 here. So he gets level 3. And Kage is taking his foot off the gas a little bit. He's going to come back. Maybe before the arcane finishes. And maybe he gets a panda second. He might be able to get this before the tower finishes. Okay, but Softicecream sees him. Oh, yeah. He's going to run right by him. Okay. There you go. Footy's in the main while this is going on. Definitely going to lose a footy here. No, he's running for his life. Okay, gets the tower. He does lose the footy. Could focus down this footy if you wanted to. Gets the tower. Meanwhile, he doesn't even know Softicecream. He has no idea. No idea. Kage just sliding to pull away and experience just a little bit. He's gonna get level 4 soon. And there you go. It's looking pretty good for Kage. Getting his double sanctums. Tech is just started. He stabilizes funny, but his economy took a beating. So all Kage needs to do is heal, run back. He can creep this. He can go back. I would just keep going back. That's all you got to do. Now he's standing still. Wasting a little bit of time. Oh, that's a free kill. Get some free experience for the Archmage. I don't understand why guys do that though. Sometimes you run your weak units into somebody like that. Like maybe leave them at home. Yeah, a Firelord push would have been nice, eh? It's water elemental push time. I think the only way that happens is soft ice cream. Oh, did he cancel his tech? Or is he going straight to tier 3?
A player's forces are under attack.
Unless Kage makes a mistake. He's getting footies. Priests. Creeping. I was giving him time. Hey, buddy.
Killer Cameron 86 just raided with 7 viewers.
Look at the raid from Killer Cameron, gentlemen. How's it going, buddy? We're casting a Gym Newbie League matchup for Warcraft 3.
Novadek just followed.
If the towers go up, well, they did go up. Doing not too bad, buddy. I'm a little bit tired today, but trying to stay in there for this series. I promised the guys I would do this. How's things on your end? And his tech, he's trying to get towers in the main. He doesn't have much in the way of call to arms. Let me tell you, they're all here actually. There we go. He should come back. Yeah, I know. I feel you. No problem. Might actually be a good idea. Call to arms right here. Where's his MK? He doesn't have an MK yet, obviously. Oh, he does have an invul, but this MK is stuck. He's got no mana. Soft ice cream's bleeding footies. It's a trap. Okay, it's gonna get a breaker. Gets out level 4. I think soft ice cream needs a tavern hero. Send somebody to the tavern, get a tavern hero. He's gonna get bolted. Nope. Food is 52 to 39 for Kage. Go get to the chop. By the way, thanks for the follow. There's the TP. Rifles are coming out. And TP's back there. Yeah, you're not gonna get that MK, I don't think. It's so close. He could be repairing it too. That's the best part, he's not. This is so close. Repair it, repair it, repair it. Oh, if he was repairing it, the MK comes out. It's 1-0 for Kage. Towers in the main did finish. And yeah, he's gonna get a tavern hero. And at this point, you probably get you can get a panda. You can get an alchemist. Level 5. Archmage. GG. GG's called. Just keep in mind that soft ice cream had a lot of gold and stuff. But the lots of pressure from Kage. Your coaching does miracles. Kage really put in the study for the human mirror. GG's by both players. Cheers, buddy. Have a good one. Good night. Where is the where are the winners? Where's Kage? Hold on a second. That was over in a hurry, not a close game. Well, I think the first game was closer, but then there was a couple of mistakes. Like Knights beat Breakers, and then you ran out of lumber. Then you had some delay with your base layout, and then second game, the second game he was delaying you and delaying you and delaying you, and he did a lot of textbook stuff. And I think there was just like you had a lot of gold, so you had to keep pumping footies, and you weren't keeping up with footies. And if you repaired your altar, your MK pops out. So I think it's a lot closer than I think it was a lot closer than it appeared, because you had a lot of you still were able to kind of keep your archmage going with experience and stuff. And yeah, oh, you did. I knew it. I was like, I'm sure you canceled your tech. And yeah. You couldn't stop the expo. I thought you going back to your base, you're healing. Like you could have came back immediately, and you didn't. I don't know why. I think you crapped, or you. Hey, my pleasure, Tim. Kage, you tell Softicecream the truth though. You've been getting trained. My pleasure. You've been getting trained by Todd and Madoka. Truth. Right? And I know I was there for one of the sessions, and really good points. Like stuff you can't necessarily pull out of a guide. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, he did. Like Todd dissected it. Like, this is what this is, and boom, 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 boom. So, yeah, I think that'd be great. That video too of the recording. Like I had my kids. I would have recorded it too, but I wasn't paying attention, in the sense that like I couldn't. I just had it on. I was watching and listening, and I had the baby, and I was feeding, but a lot of the stuff made total sense. Yeah, yeah. You want Cage? You want to come on for a winners interview? You come to we'll talk about how nice of a guy Softicecream is. Yeah, you guys can come on. Just drop in my in the uh in the Montreal chat in my Discord. Yeah, voice is fine.
Yo.
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
I hear you. Is Softy coming?
Am I here?
Hey,
Hey, stuff.
what's up?
Yo.
What's up, guys?
What up?
That was a fun series, I have to say. It was like game one was a lot closer than maybe you thought it was soft ice cream, but let's say Kage, take us a little bit through it because I knew you were nervous because you were like I have to after the game you had to get up and go walk your shakes off, eh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so honestly, like I've generally hated Human Mirror. It's not a matchup that I enjoy playing, and I've actually never studied it at all. So I just know like whatever Mass Breakers, Tier 3, whatever, something. But like it wasn't until Todd taught me about it that I was like, oh, like I have to keep all these in mind. But when I lost my MK, I was so fucking nervous. I was like, oh shit, I lost the game because he got my MK. I didn't have a TP, and I was like, okay, this game's gone. I lose both heroes. But I was like, okay. Somehow I managed to get the expo up
Yeah.
for a little longer. I completely expected you to take that out, but I guess that's the only reason why I stayed in the game. Otherwise, I 100% lost that game. I was like, okay, this game is gone. I would worry about Tide. And Tide, I sort of knew you'd past expand, and I chose not to do it. But I was also pretty pretty spaced out because I sent my militia to creep, and I forgot they were not. They were just sitting there and just peasants, and they became peasants from militia, and they just sat. So yeah, it was kind of hard. But dude, game one is so close. I don't think you saw the replay, and maybe the WOD too, but it was so close. And if you had gotten my Archmage after you killed my MK, I would have lost the game. But
Yeah, your Archmage had like 9 lives. It was a cat for sure. There was a shadow meld that you did in my
Yes.
base, basically.
I
That
did,
was
yeah.
heroic.
Yeah.
And then you had a heal scroll somewhere behind that, because
On
he
the
came
MK,
back a
yeah,
little bit more alive
yeah, yeah.
when I revealed. So
Yeah, that was. I mean, I actually delayed the MK, but when the MK came, I got a scroll, and then I was like, okay, I was going to use the scroll first because he had like 2 footmen near him, but then I was like, oh, I have Shadow Meld, and put that in, and then put the heal, and then I knew you'd send a footy or something to go. I don't know if you had a farm though, but yeah, I got lucky there.
yeah, I
If,
didn't have a farm because I hadn't crept that yet, I don't think.
yeah, that was just lucky, but it was good games though. Like I mean, game one was so like I was 100% nervous, dude. Like I didn't have my inventory hotkeys too, so like I was trying to use my whatever the inventory one. Like I just started binding it to all WEST whatever, but I forgot to enable it. And I was like, I was like madly clicking Alt E to get the scroll up, and nothing happened. I was like, shit, what happened? And then I realized, and then I lost the MK. Then I was like, game's gone. But yeah, it was
Ga-
super close. But it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, I generally don't like human mirrors, but this was fun.
it's a game of inches in hockey, and I guess that somewhat applies to Warcraft because there's just like the cloak, just like the MK almost dying, saving a unit here and there. It was so many close calls on so many plays and so many parts of that game, of both games, that it could have swung either way. So, but soft ice cream, man. I think the last time we played, you were into 1200 still, if I'm not mistaken, and now you're pretty much 1500 human. So, have you been grinding the ladder a bit, or even tweaking some things?
think I was telling Kage earlier just in chat that the biggest difference has been playing more 4v4
Yeah.
and because it's caused me to have to learn how to fight in big fights where there's a lot of units and there's like just a lot to keep in your mind. And that's I think what was my biggest hurdle in 1v1 is the late game I couldn't control like an 80 food army, so I just don't even cast my hero spells or forget to micro or macro or whatever and just lose. So I think 4v4 has actually been the biggest help for my game, and I've paid people to like teach me this game, and I think 4v4 has done more than all those lessons.
Really?
Wow, really? That's like crazy. Because 4v4, I only have idiots who like rush to D3 or they hit my base and they'll be like, I'll come on Expo and they'll come and take over my base. I've never had a single 4v4 game that's been educational. 2v2 was
Well,
fun though. Yeah, but
here's
4v4.
the thing though, like, and maybe you automatically do this because it's just in your nature, but I don't. It's either in 4v4 you kind of dance with your opponent, like you go close, you do an auto attack or two, but then you're backing up and you're making sure your whole army's with you or that you have backup. Like it's like what the pros do in Warcraft, like there's never a full commit. And when I don't know, I used to play before, I think there was so many times when I just full on commit when I should have been more like poking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually a big difference. It's like probably 100 MMR, and then learning how to fight in a big battle, it's like more. And anyway,
It's funny you say that though, because
Crazy.
I hate watching 4v4 on stream, but I started playing a little bit of 4v4 myself, and I noticed that like everybody has 50 to 100 food armies, and you got to try to get your little little guys on the map to survive. So you're pulling them one at a time back and forth. So you're trying to, you're going to lose everything, but you're trying to micromanage everything in that chaos. And I don't know. I think it does help. I've recently reached over 1,500 with undead for some reason, but maybe that's helped a little bit.
Everybody this season has been climbing like crazy. I don't know, like you, T-Lebed, Softicecream, and a bunch of other guys from the other teams. Just like I remember all of us being around like 1,300, and I've sort of like stuck. I've been stuck at 1,450, whatever. I hit 1,500, then went on like a 20 loss streak with Orc or whatever. Then I was like, okay, fuck this. I'm never playing this race again. But then I'm like slowly trying to climb up now. But just everybody seems to have boosted. I don't know what's going on.
I switched.
Maybe it's a Geno.
Yeah, well, I was talking to some of the guys like in chat, like Torch and these guys, and I said, that's the benefit of GNL and the peon leagues that Sparta runs. Or like when you get into them a certain MMR, and you're like, okay, I got to train for this race and this matchup or these maps or this person. Like you don't realize how much that helps you long term. And you always have to do those little things like, okay, you're stuck at 1,000 MMR. What do you need to do? Well, you need to learn how to like, group your units into 1 or 2, 3 hotkeys. Done. And then the next thing you got to learn is you got to learn how to like maybe micro a little bit better or macro a little bit better, or like unit composition. Like, we were talking about base layouts with Hyperreal. And a couple of the guys, like, where do you put your burrows? Like, how much, like, what do you do? And already them training, and he was at, I think, 500 or 600 MMR, bumping up to 800 MMR, and he went on a win streak. Like, it kind of adds up, and it's like, I know Kage, Softicecream, myself, a bunch of us, I think we all I started playing again around with you guys. I don't know if you were playing before I was, probably were. And we were all around the same level. And now we're all kind of climbing at the same time, and it's kind of interesting because we're all not playing together, but we're all doing our own things, but we're all kind of climbing steadily at the same time. I don't know why that is. Maybe we're there's some kind of.
We're just fucking talented, dude. That's it. We're just like super fucking talented people. Like we're dads and we're playing, just like fucking sling it. Like look at the rest of the losers, single guys like Nortrica stuck at 1700 or whatever, 1800.
Norchikar.
Just dude.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
if we get up to the
That's kidding.
Norchikar, we get up to the Norchikar MMR and start beating Norchikar, I'll be happy.
Dude, if I beat Nortrica, I'll just quit the game. I'll be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm retiring. Like,
Right.
That's it. I'm
Retire.
done. Yeah. I'm like,
I used to say that about Nega. You remember him?
yeah. Oh, damn.
Pain
It's been a while.
Train.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
Just a beat down every time. Hey, Cage,
Yeah.
I got a legit question for you from game one.
Yeah.
There, like after I took your MK, I had like probably 4 or 5 nights, I think, at that time. I can't remember exactly, but I went
Uh-huh.
down to your expo and I attacked like your arcane tower. And then all of a sudden, I'm in there, I'm doing a little damage. I'm like, I don't see his army. His army's not coming. And then your MK comes with a huge army. And your MK was full health, half mana. I was like, oh my gosh, where did this guy come from? I just killed him.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, because you had a big army there and it just overwhelmed what I was doing. I think I should have just TP'd.
Yeah, what
And
I basically did was I had like 10 gold at that point because I basically bought the MK, I bought pot because I knew you were gonna focus. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna kill the knight. So I healed him and then I brought in all of my militia except for I think 4 on gold. But I just picked every other militia and came straight to fight it. And that's why like if you had killed my archmage at that expo when everything else was done, I was just left with like, 9 or 10 peasants. That's why I was like, they were so close. But I think you TP'd out, or I don't know what you did, but you TP'd out. If you just stayed and hit, but I think you were trying to focus on my MK again, which was probably the problem. But I also researched invisibility just in case. So I had that ready in case you were focusing, but then you TP'd out. So yeah, not sure. I have to check it again, but I don't remember. I was panicking. I just basically bought everything.
I think I lost pretty much everything in that fight. I mean, except for I had 2 knights stuck in my base, and I don't know. That would have made a big difference. I know that.
Yeah.
But I didn't have anything else like for items, no staff or anything. So anyway, it was a good game.
It
Yeah,
was.
game one was super close. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
had
game 2, I was
questions.
hoping that you wouldn't scout as well. That immediate expo, like it would take you a little bit longer, and then you did a nice split where you put your footies in my base and then you were attacking my expo. It was just the perfect storm.
Yeah, that was Madoka beating it into me. Todd told me too. Like he told me in the start, but he always like takes in knights and sends it. And I don't know if you watch his 4v4 games. He's like completely amazing at hitting like 3 different spots, and he's got like 2 knights taking out somebody else's base. I was like, okay, let me try that. I was playing it risky, but it was only because I killed the arcane tower that I sent them. Because if I didn't, then I would have lost the water elemental. If you got the arcane up, and I wouldn't have mana, then I had no footies. Like I'd be like stuck with 2 footies and a water elemental at your expo. Yeah, that would have been hard, but I kind of got lucky, I guess.
Well, it's very entertaining, gentlemen, and perhaps we will
Yeah,
see
you
you
probably need
facing.
to go to sleep.
What's that?
Yeah, you probably need to go to sleep, right? Isn't that super late?
I'm going to sleep soon. It's on 1:47 a.m. Eastern in the morning,
Jeez.
and
Jeez.
I streamed. I started a little bit later, but not that much later. But I wanted to stay up and cast my first GNL match of the season because I haven't been able to do it with everybody playing during my daytime. Got work priorities.
Arnold. Yeah, Arnold, that you could do ours. Thanks a lot.
Hey man,
And GG.
GG's guys. Thanks for
thanks,
doing it.
Mr. Mike. All right, have a good one.
Okay.
Cheers.
You too.